Good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning. Why am I up at 4:30 in the morning? Let me get some coffee and gas and I'll explain it to you. $3 now, almost $3 at 7-Eleven for a large coffee. Let's see if it's as good as it used to be. Update, that 7-Eleven coffee was just not doing the trick, so I had to stop and get me some bougie coffee. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm car camping. Usually I have a plan. I know exactly where I'm going. I have a plan, what I'm going to do for the day. I know the 3 spots where I'm going to sleep, but today I have no plan. So I'm heading down 95 South at some point. I think once we hit Virginia, I'll get off at 95 and just start taking the side roads, and let's see where that lands us. And once the sun comes up, I'll go ahead and let you know where I've been, why I haven't had a video out for so long. Welcome to Virginia. So I've never been to one of these Black Rifle coffee companies. I've always seen the coffee in 7-Eleven and things like that, but never been to an actual location. So I have time to burn today because I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing today. I don't know if y'all can see over there. I just got to witness a police chase. At first I was parked over in front of this building right here, which is right next to where that's going on. So I saw all those coppers pull in and they got out with their guns drawn. So I was like, hell no. And I moved around back to where I am right now. In other news, I went into the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I never really looked into anything about them. I just know, like, I see their drinks at 7-Eleven and such like that. But then I saw this shirt and I was like, yep, no, I'm not gonna get coffee from here. Just can't do it. I don't know what the heck the dude did, but all these cops after him. His car is left there. I don't know, man. But the cops were first going down this street. There was a bunch going down this way. And as I was, like I said, about to get out of the car, then here they come from back down this way, and they pull in over here, and I'm like, oh no, what's going on? Then guns drawn. No clue what the dude did, but I'm just glad that there was no crazy incidents. I'm glad no shots were fired and that, you know, it was resolved without violence. That's the professional way to do things. It has been several hours since I last picked up the camera. I am at a KOA. So we have some weather that might come in tomorrow. We might have some snow come in tomorrow. So I said, you know what? Instead of risking it on backcountry roads or getting stuck in a parking lot somewhere, I decided to come to a KOA. And the tent sites are pretty much empty, although I'm not using a tent. I'll be using my car. Now, I didn't realize you couldn't pull your car up into this site. Or I probably wouldn't have chosen it, but it's okay. If it does snow, it'll be easier for me to get out of that area right there. And it's a relatively small KOA. I actually came here for Halloween camping a few years ago with my husband and my son. And I remembered the bathhouse is unlike ones that I've been to before because you have your own private area here. You really can't take me anywhere. So once again, I didn't set up before I left home. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. So while I get this bed together, let me tell y'all what I've been up to for the last, I don't know, month. So basically, it's been cold. It has been so cold in the mid-Atlantic area, um, and the Northeast that I just didn't go on any uh, car camping trips. I don't have a diesel heater only because I don't want to put a hole in this car. And I also really don't feel comfortable having an indoor diesel heater. Um, I did have the opportunity to get one to do a review on where I could maybe set the diesel heater up, like the components and the diesel part, maybe on the roof, or maybe have outdoor molly panels on the side, outdoor, outside of the car. Um, but I ended up just not responding to that because I don't know. I just didn't. I just felt like it was another thing to add to my setup that takes up more space. And then I would have to funnel the tube or the vent or whatever into the car through a window. And I was like, hold on, I have hair in my mouth. And I was like, like if I'm stealth camping, that's not very stealthy. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm not going to bother with it. So yeah, it's just been cold. It's been super cold. And so I haven't done any car camping. I don't want to put a buddy heater in the car either. I don't feel comfortable with that. So then the other alternative is to use an electric heater. And I just don't have enough off the grid power, off the grid batteries, to have an electric heater. So I've just not car camped. I don't know if I've ever shown y'all my bed setup, but basically I got this mattress. It's either a 3 or 4 inch foam mattress off of Amazon a while ago. And then this is a King Camp like cot pad that I put over it just to protect the mattress itself. And then of course I just put normal sheets, a normal sheet on top of it. It's a twin sheet and I just kind of make it shape to the mattress itself. And of course, because I have this box here and I have these other components over here, basically, it just holds itself together. So if you're wondering about that camping kit that I got, I still keep this piece over here, but because it's wintertime, I'm not going to be doing a lot of stuff outside as far as cooking and things like that. So I took out the part that goes down where my mattress is. I took that out so I could use this thicker mattress. But there's nothing wrong with that camping set. It's worked out really nicely. I just figure if I'm not using it outdoors right now, there's no point in me having it, and I can have the fluffier, thicker mattress. Okay, all right. It's probably going to get pretty cold tonight. So right now I'm in Thornburg or Fredericksburg, one of the two, Virginia. And right now it's like 56 degrees. But tonight it's supposed to get down into the 30s. I don't think quite freezing, but down into the 30s. And then probably late tonight into early Sunday morning, because today is Saturday, it's supposed to snow. Sangria just got a fresh set of tires. So I say, bring on the snow. Now, normally, like if I'm planning, a trip where I know I'm going to be stealth camping, I'll do all of this bed setup and set up the car before I actually leave. Because of course I don't want to be like in a Cracker Barrel or Walmart parking lot if I'm stealth camping, setting all this up, or sometimes I'll just do it from inside. But since I'm actually at a KOA and I have a site to myself, I'm just setting it up this way. But my strategy to stay warm tonight, since it'll be down into the 30s, which is better than it has been of like, I don't know, single digits, into the teens. My plan is in this nifty pillow cover right here, I have 2 heated blankets that I can plug into the cigarette lighters on my power stations. I brought my Blue Eddy EB3A, and then that Renogy one that I showed you guys in one of my videos about a month and a half, 2 months ago after Christmas. I brought those 2 so I can hook those up tonight if I do start to get too cold. But I don't think I'm going to set them up unless I do get too cold. And I figure I can put one heated blanket underneath me and then one heated blanket over top of me, directly over top of me, and then put this blanket over the top of the heated blanket that's over me. Got it? Yeah, okay. So I haven't used this blanket yet. It's supposed to be like you can use it indoor, outdoor. You can, it looks like you can latch it up to be like an actual sleeping bag to go around you when you're sleeping. I don't want it for that purpose. I just want it for the purpose of being a blanket. But I think it's cute. Actually, I don't want to put this one up yet. I have another one I want to put up. So if you've never gone car camping before and you're wondering what goes into it to set up the bed, this is it. It's just like when you're making a bed at home. You know what I mean? Like it's not complicated. Of course, you're limited on space, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? It's not complicated at all. The only thing that's complicated is, which is the long part. Yeah, last time I car camped, when I went out to Monongahela National Forest in West Virginia, I think it got down to 39 degrees that night, or at least in the morning when I woke up, it was 39 degrees. And I was fine. I didn't need to use any of my heated blankets. But also, I had a comforter. I didn't bring that with me this time. But I think I'll be fine. It's not going to be freezing. I am excited to see the snow, though. It would be so cool if it starts to snow tonight and we can have this little pond view with the fountain going and snow falling. Beautiful. I'm just getting my bathroom bag ready because I figure while I'm here, since the showers are so nice, I'll give myself a good shower. Yeah. I have a few options for like a late lunch right now. Then I have dinner and of course something for breakfast tomorrow morning. So my option right now for my late lunch is I can have some coconut jasmine ready rice with some light tuna combined with a jalapeno pepper, drizzles of lime with avocado, and I will put that concoction into this bag right here. Ooh. No, I'll put it into this right here, which this is one of those mini ovens, travel mini ovens that I can just hook into the Blue Eddy. Not cooking it in the sack of shit. All right, so that's one option. And then the other option is I have this white bean chicken and green chili stew. So those are the two options. Both are pretty easy. I think it would actually, this right here, this would take longer, and I'm pretty peckish right now. So I think I'm gonna do this white bean chicken and green chili stew. This works out nice because it still has a nice cooking surface, even though I'm not pulling this out. I mean, I could. I mean, why not? Why not pull it out, right? Yeah, let me pull it out. That way it doesn't get the car all steamy. You know what I'm missing right now? I'm missing some tunes. I'm missing some jams, bro. Have my handy dandy battery charger just in case. Oh, we have the fancy espresso machine. I forgot that was still in here. Do, 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 do. Y'all, it feels so good to be finally out here camping. This KOA is really, really quiet. Not a lot of people here right now. Okay, Blue Eddy is on. Set this to drink so it boils. Let's go. I have waited long enough. It's time. It is time to break forth the rhythm and the run. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the white bean chicken and green chili stew. It's actually really good. It's a lot more seasoned than I thought it would be. I don't have my mic on right now, but y'all, this right here, I'm telling you, is delicious. I'm just gonna take a minute to kind of chillax a little bit. So I'm gonna climb into sangria here, just kind of chill, maybe watch a YouTube or two.
The actual data at the end of the storm will likely be somewhere in the middle, but there will be a couple of places that are surprises, right? It's like, oh, wow, this area got a lot less snow than what we thought. This area got a lot more. That happens every snowstorm. It's impossible to predict where the heaviest bands will set up, but this is your high-end snowfall forecast.
The sun is going down probably in about 45 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and go take a shower. Hopefully it's a nice hot shower. When I am at campgrounds, especially when I'm by myself, that I take a shower during daylight hours and not after dark, just because I feel more safe doing it that way. Mission accomplished, except for two things. One, I don't have a hairbrush, so I had to do the try to get the knots out like that. Two, and perhaps the most critical, I forgot my old lady wrinkle lotion at home. Yeah. So other than that, it was a great shower, nice and fresh. The water was so nice. It got so hot I had to turn it back down a little bit, and the water pressure was spot on. I felt like I was getting power washed. That's a great shower. And of course, now that I'm smelling good and feeling clean, you're gonna smell smoky because we're about to set this campfire up. And also, I really don't appreciate the fact that y'all didn't tell me that whole time my zipper was down. How y'all just not gonna tell me? There we go. I'm not doing all the wood. Completely forgot a chair. It's not a fire without a chair. Oh, that's warm. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Kathy in Indiana, if you're watching this, which I hope you are because this is for you, I just want you to know. Fire, 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 fire. Y'all hear the horses? Campfire is out. I'm back in Sangria. It is only 8 o'clock, but I was up at like 4 o'clock, 3:45, 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and just chill, just kind of chillax the rest of the night, even though it's just 8 o'clock. But I remembered that I forgot to show you what I got from the KOA shop at registration. So before I go to bed, I want to show you that because it won't be the same tomorrow morning when it's light out. Check this out. Hey, see how cute that is? I have it plugged into the Bluetti. See how cute that is? Tell me that's not the cutest thing. And it was only $6. All right, y'all. I have some snacking to do and some YouTubes to watch. And then I'm going to bed and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I will tell you the amount of time I just spent debating whether to use the bathroom at the bathhouse or use my toilet system in the car. The amount of time that I spent debating that in my head is either absolutely remarkable and probably a world record or embarrassing. Ultimately, I debated with myself in my head so long that I had to use my in-car toilet system because at that point, I just couldn't hold it anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is way later in the morning than I wanted to officially wake up at. I'm going to make myself some coffee and possibly some oats of the meal or meal of the oat and tell you about my night last night. Why am I the one that picked the site where they end up storing mulch and stone? So I don't know what happened, but I thought I was recording that whole time. I was not. Here's what happened. It got really, really cold last night. I'm in the midst of making my coffee. It got really cold last night. So I did have to end up using my two, I don't know if y'all can see this, my two heated blankets. I know when I film in the car like this, it's really hard to see, like, the quality is not the best, but it is just too damn cold. When I opened that latch up, it's too damn cold. So I'm sorry, I'll keep it short. I had to use both my heated blankets, and that made all the difference in the world. At some point during the night, this died from one of the heated blankets. This is the Renogy one. And then this Bouge RV Juice Go, this also died because my Bluetti has one cigarette lighter plug. This has one cigarette lighter plug. This has one cigarette lighter plug. I did not want to use my Bluetti for my heated blankets because I knew I'd be using my Bluetti for breakfast. So I used these for the heated blankets. And I mean, until they died, it worked really well. And even when the power stations did eventually die, I don't know what time it was because, yeah, I was still okay because I think it had warmed up, it had warmed up enough. Anyway, what the hell is going on? Okay, I have 56% left. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's me because I'm barely awake or I'm having like the morning. I don't know. But either something's up with my Bluetti or something's up with this kettle pot because it's not boiling. So one of the three. It's either me, the kettle pot. No, it's the Bluetti. The Bluetti just went out. Okay, great. So I will not be making coffee this morning. That's so crazy. Is it because this is up there? Like, y'all know that I boiled water just fine with it yesterday, right? Dang. What's going on, Blue Eddy? This is the first time I've had a situation with my Blue Eddy. I've had this for years. Maybe it's just time. Damn it. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to have to shut you off. I'm going to put the app. I need to pull up the app on my phone for the Blue Eddy and see if I can do anything from there. If not, I'll just stop and get coffee somewhere else. So I think I'm going to end it right here. I want to get home before the potential blizzard strikes. So I will see you all on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's been so long since the last time I posted. Hopefully next time it won't be a month or over. But in the meantime, happy travels, happy car camping, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.